So, a few days have passed. And, Dominique, where do you, what do you do to, when you don't have any really pressing concerns?
I find trouble to deal with.
All right.
It's all about being an adrenaline junkie.
Oh, okay.
Sitting around is boring.
Okay, cool. The island that you live on, the main city is right on the coast. But if you leave the city and just walk a few miles, the shoreline just it turns into these real steep cliffs. And there is a competition every year there's an obstacle course set up almost. It involves climbing these cliffs and then grabbing these kind of weird, almost like leather hang glider wings, jumping off of these cliffs. And technically this is not a contact sport, but sometimes it turns into one. Does it seem like the kind of thing that Dominique would be into?
I'm already in the middle of it.
Yeah. You were you reach the top of the cliff and yep, the hang gliders are waiting, and you should probably check and make sure that everything's good on it, but there's Valeria is right on your heels, so you just grab one and strap it onto your back. However that's done, I have never actually used a hang glider, as you probably have guessed from my description. And there you are on the edge of the cliff with Valeria grabbing hers right behind you.
I mean, I feel like it's a given that I cannot let her win.
So is this a just launch yourself up and try to get to there's you have to land on a ship.
Sure.
There's a ship out in the harbor, and you have to make it all the way there to win. And you could just go for speed and accuracy, or you could, I don't know, do something to knock Valeria off course while you're out there.
Nah, I'm going for the speed and the accuracy. I don't play underhanded tricks like that. That's beneath me.
Cool. I think that is definitely going to be that is a defy danger. And is that daring or grace? Let's go with daring.
All right. Well, let's see. What does the thing say? Powering through, enduring, or feats of prowess, or swiftness or elegance.
I mean, it's kind of, it's definitely a feat of prowess, but it's also swiftness. Yeah.
Well,
describe how you're doing it. Maybe that'll.
I am just she's how on my heels. I grab the thing and leap out before even strapping in. So that's how I'm really defying danger, because you're
just hanging on.
Yeah.
Literally a hang glider. Yep. That sounds like daring.
All right then.
From a very limited knowledge of hang glider, I think it takes more strength than finesse to make it go the way you want it to go.
So I got an 8 plus 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do it with style.
Yeah, you do.
At the GM's discretion, I may learn something interesting in the process.
Yeah, what would you?
I have ideas.
Okay. Yeah. Share an idea, because I don't have one.
Oh, the one that she grabs is sabotage, and she's gonna plummet. Adds more drama.
Yeah. Okay. That's beautiful. Yes. You you come in for this just perfect landing. This is if you had video, this would be what they would show future generations to teach them how to fly these things. But as you land, you nobody's watching you, which is just they're staring out over the rail behind you, and you turn to look at what they're staring at, and Valeria just like drops into the ocean.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well, then I guess I have to
Can
go
I
back.
save her?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely can.
No. What did Emeria want to do?
I think she's watching the competition. She doesn't like messing with these fake wings. She's a real bird
Yeah, you don't need them.
person. Yeah. And she says she sees the accident. She's the first one to jump into action. She just straight up goes into bird woman form, which there's a picture of scrolling down the character keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
And I might have to destroy something while doing this because it's not something that I have a lot of control over. Let me see just what I have to roll with.
It's a race.
Daring, all right. For the lycanthrope move, it's daring.
All right.
All right, I have a lot of it, so I managed to get up to an 8. I'm going to choose one from the list, and I'm going to transform, and I'm going to clear a condition. I'm not angry anymore.
So you are in bird form.
Yeah. And now that I see, I don't know what actual benefits I have from that.
I mean, you can fly.
Yeah. Like all of the benefits of having a bird form, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's.
But also all of the negatives.
Oh, no, I see. If I didn't clear a condition, there's some. The other 2 pick options are good. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the rescue. I'm going to rescue a rival partly because it's the right thing to do and partly because I want to spite you.
Yep. And you'll totally get there before me because I'm like swimming.
Yeah.
Or gliding a little bit, but I'm already close to the water, so.
Yeah. Okay. Emeria, I do want you to defy danger for this.
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm using.
So what it sounds like you're saying is there's a sea monster.
There might be. You never know. I would do with daring.
Oh, 8 on the dice plus 7 actually. So I'm at a 9.
9. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can do it. What is the? Let me see.
Hard choice or success at a cost.
Yep. Okay. You like as you're just getting ready to dive down, you're on the perfect trajectory. This gust of wind just comes up. Like, it doesn't just come up. It's probably been there, but it's very narrow sort of jet of wind hits you and knocks you like way off course. And by the time you right yourself, you notice that both Dominique, whose name I will remember, and Valeria are like kind of thrashing around in the water. Like something is, I don't know, trying to grab them. Speaking of which, Dominique, you can also defy danger.
Oh, what's the danger?
This thing trying to grab you.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's almost like I set myself up for that.
Almost, yeah. There totally wasn't going to be a sea monster.
I mean, we wanted the action, so.
Yep.
So what's can I see what's grabbing me?
Long tentacles. They
All right,
remind you of a squid.
Okay, good. So can I just stab the tentacles?
You totally can just stab the tentacles.
Now, is that defying danger or is that fighting?
Are you trying to hurt them, or
I'm trying to. I mean, it is a monster. I mean,
okay.
And
I think it's fighting then.
and not sentient, right? That, as far as we can tell. Well, it's trying to drown 2 people, so I feel like this is something worth fighting for. So
I think so.
Because let's see how this move works. Roll plus daring. All right then. There's only an 8 total, so 7 9 choose 2, and your opponent will choose 1. I will create an opportunity for an ally. And what do strings do on a...
What do strings do on a monster? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna avoid that for then. And take something from the opponent.
I'm guessing that's a tentacle.
I was gonna say like free Valeria from a tentacle. So like I'm
Or
still
take Valeria from. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
I gotta look at the moves I have. I'm sure I have fighty moves in my playbook.
I
Figure
imagine
out a
you're
person
fighty
on
person.
someone. Yeah, neither of these would work against a sea monster.
No.
Well,
No,
figuring out maybe, but yeah, it's not a person. It's nebulous.
Yeah, these are super directed toward fighting sentient people. But yeah, I think it's still fighting, and yeah, you can take Valeria from this thing that's like you manage to tear her loose before it gets a really good grip. And like Valeria is right there, and you kind of can reach out and
I'm like, that's one on me.
yeah.
Because I'm like, whoa. So the opponent gets to pick one.
Yeah. I think it's gonna inflict a condition. I think you get to choose the condition, right?
Oh, what makes sense?
Yeah.
Really?
How would you feel about this situation?
As much as I don't like it, considering frighten makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't
I'm used to
expecting this
fighting
at all.
like on land or at least like on a ship or with like stuff to swing on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you probably aren't used to thrashing around in the water with a sword. And this thing, it's like you were on its turf for sure. It definitely has an advantage in the water. But you managed to struggle free and are swimming. Which are you swimming toward shore?
Well, I don't know. I don't think I freed myself. I freed Valeria, not myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You get her free, and then it's like just as you think you're both free, another tentacle comes up from the ground because you are from somewhere in the bottom. Because you're right, it totally doesn't say anything about that. And Emeria, this is about when you get there.
All right. And I have an opportunity has been created for me, right? What was it?
Well, it's probably like I don't know. Because I don't control the monster.
Well, it's distracted.
Yeah, it is in pain. Probably like one tentacle got cut off. Maybe it's surfaced somewhat, and it's like half surfaced and thrashing around tentacles.
You can see like
I'm wrapped up like Audrey with Audrey 2.
What does the monster look like? The part of it that's breached the water.
You can see one tentacle just kind of floating, severed on the surface. Another you can see kind of wrapping itself around Dominique, and you can see like part of just sort of a blobby shaped body. It looks like it's almost just like an enormous octopus.
Yeah.
From what you can see of it, at least.
I think I'm not gonna fight it. I think I'm gonna try to just rescue Dominique and get out of there, because you don't fight a tentacle monster in the water. I mean,
yeah.
That's lovely.
Oh yes, that that's absolutely what it is right there. You haven't seen the fang part yet. But actually, Emeria, you might have seen these before somewhere, on your island or something, right? They're dangerous.
Sure.
They have these big teeth that are hidden under the water, and you are okay. So protect is no longer a move. You are instead defying danger that would otherwise hit Dominique, and I don't know if you have a special move for that or not.
I don't.
Okay. So it's just defy danger then.
All right.
And I think that, that's definitely going to be daring unless you have some unusual way of doing it.
You got those. No, you're defying danger.
I'm good with daring. Daring is my best stat. So I get an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you get to choose 2, and your opponent chooses 1.
You got-
I thought it was defying danger rather than fighting.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Yes. Huh. Looking at the wrong thing. Let me make these bigger. Okay. Yeah. So.
I mean, fight
Okay.
works as well. I mean, the pick list from fight is better than the whatever happens in the fight danger.
Well, I mean, how
Like,
how are you doing it? Are you doing it by like fighting it, or are you doing it by just trying to grab Dominique and get away?
Well, I was just gonna grab her and run away, but now that I see that on an 8, I can just choose something that's gonna move the friction where I wanted to. I'm gonna change my whatever
Okay,
it said and say
sure.
fight it.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna like claw at the tentacle or whatever.
Okay. It would be the same roll, so just go ahead and keep your 9.
the basic
Alright.
moves right now aren't great. They definitely need work.
Yeah.
Since there's fight and defy danger.
Yeah.
That's
mean-
that being it is not great. So
it's very much PBCA generation 1.
oh yeah, it is
Yeah, it's
alpha to say the least.
That being said, I'm gonna get a string on Dominique. That's where the money is. And I'm gonna take something away from my opponent, which is once again Dominique.
I'm not your opponent.
wait. Is it Dominique is your opponent?
No,
I mean,
I'm
this
take
is okay.
something
You can
away
fight
from my
her if you
opponent.
want.
No,
Oh, you're-
I'm taking her away from the opponent.
I get it. I get it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're gonna get a string on the monster. Although it would be kind of appropriate for you to get a string on Dominique here.
Yeah, I
mean,
misread it.
But that makes more sense.
It
In
does.
this particular case.
It does. I mean, can I just give you a string in addition?
I think if it's all right with both of you, that Emeria getting a string on Dominique is both more useful and makes more sense.
And what does a monster do to me?
What does the monster do? Okay, well, it doesn't. I don't know of any allies it has, and I don't want to invent one right now. So, it's going to. Ooh, what can it take from you?
Your freedom.
I mean, it's not going to take your sword. You're a thirsty sword lesbian. Your sword is important.
I need it. Maybe I could take like a memento I have from Kalinda.
Ooh, I like that. Yes. What is your memento?
Do you remember the Pokemon movie, the 2001, where the lady has this little like seashell as a necklace and she plays it like an ocarina?
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, you totally like as you have to like dive under briefly, to like pull this tentacle free, and as you do, like that tentacle reaches up and like it tries to wrap around your neck, but all it does is it gets your necklace and it like pulls it off, and the shell you can see just like falling down to the bottom somewhere beyond this monster. But you're both free.
All right, well, because I like adrenaline, and I totally see the seashell, and I know it's important to you. I'm gonna defy danger and swim down to try to save it for you.
I don't think that could possibly be anything but daring.
All right, there's a 7 plus 2 is a 9. Let me look at these string moves. No, it's only influencing someone. Damn.
Yeah, I don't think you can just add a string to high danger.
Yeah, it's add 1 to your roll against them, or add 1 or subtract 1 from any roll they make if that's other people helping.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I've got no problem with the hard choice, the 709 stuff. So
Yeah.
because like I will grab it, but what's the catch?
That is what I'm. You all have had a lot of choices so far here, and a lot of partial successes. What do we have left partial success wise? Oh, okay. You're diving down and you can see that shell and it's still like dropping this water. You're not far from the island, but it's deep here. And you notice just kind of out of the corner of your eye this movement. And you see just sort of a flash, almost like off a fish. Something darting very quickly toward the ship.
All right. Sounds like that's just success at a cost. So.
Well, no. You have a choice of whether you want to go check this out or keep going after the shell.
I'm gonna keep going after the shell. I mean, it's a big ship. I can't really see it. That's pretty far away right now. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you can grab the shell and you can dodge tentacles as the thing does sort of turn and move kind of in the same direction as that just like brief, very fast flash you saw. And as it's moving off, you can get away. And you have the shell in your hand.
I'll do the dramatic surface hair whip thing, of course. Toss the shell back to you. Point up to you and give you a wink. No, we gotta go help the ship. Let's go after the ship.
Yeah, I think I just look a little confused. I was like frozen in the air when I saw the shell sink, and then I just like, can I see the ship from here?
Yeah, definitely. You're not far from it.
All right, I think I'm just gonna dart towards it and like. By the way, the lycanthrope form needs an end trigger because I can just keep going like this for as long as I want. And I will say that I like shapeshift back as soon as I reach it.
Okay. Yeah, it does. It just there's nothing, no ending for it, huh?
No. Oh, for the lycanthrope.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Cool. Yeah. So you have landed on the ship, and you just as you land, you feel something just jolt the whole ship, and like that's got to be something, that it takes a lot because it's a pretty good size. I mean, it's big enough that this is the ship they choose to land on with hang gliders.
I mean, it's almost if it's as big as a big purple octopus thing with giant fangs.
Yeah, maybe about that size. And the ship starts to like lean a bit to the side, even though like the water's pretty still, the wind's very still in spite of that weird gust that knocked you out of the air.
Okay, that's worrying. Who's on the ship at this time? Like, what's the general population amount?
So there are the other people who have, participated in this race, and they've sort of been landing while the three of you were in the water. So there's maybe 5 of them that have like completed the race. There's still several climbing up the cliff. And there are the people who are like judging the contest. So like maybe 3 people there. And then there's the like captain and 2 people who are actually maneuvering the ship. But it's pretty light. They're not a lot of people because they weren't taking it very far out. They were just taking it out into the harbor.
All right. I'm not really sure what's happening, but I think Emeria can deduce like that if there's any danger to be had, it's going to be the octopus. So she's just going to connect the dots, if that's okay, and just stroll up to the person in charge and say, "You need to turn the ship around. We got to get out of here fast."
They're trying, but like, there's no wind suddenly, or like that wind that hit you is just, if it's up there, it is not. It's a very localized. It's not hitting the ship at all, and the woman, like, trying to turn the tiller, turns. The rudder is. It's not turning.
Oh shit! It's got us already, and I just draw my oversized enemy sword, and I'm just thinking I'm gonna dive headfirst into the water and try to get them free. I just scream, "As soon as you feel it move, try to get something. Try to get to harbor." But there's no wind. Oh, sailing with a sail is so hard.
Oh yeah. Okay. You dive in after it, and how much do you you're from the Lesbian Pirate Republic. You know things about boats. Everybody here knows things about boats. So you know where to look, and sure enough, there are some tentacles like wrapped around the rudder, holding it like at an angle that, like, the ship can only turn one way, and then it would just keep going in big wide circles. And she's trying to turn it the other way, so it's not turning at all now. Also, it's like clinging to the ship. That's what's making it list to the side.
Hey, time to cut some tentacles. And
yeah,
I would like to do a little retcon on the move that I picked. Because I picked a loyal steed, and even though chocobos are really cute, they're not water capable. So I'd love to change it for like a really cool dolphin or something.
Cool. Yeah, you can totally do that. You haven't used it yet, so.
A giant duck.
It's a bird and a fish.
Or like yeah.
That's what I was wondering. Like, I was about to ask, like, did you pick a chocobo as your steed? So a bird that rides a bird?
I have a theme.
You do.
So can't you just fly faster?
It could totally be some kind of diving bird.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say that I really like the idea of the duck though, because they're fully water capable. Yeah. I'm gonna say that it's a dire duck. It's just a really big angry duck.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to change some tags for it. I'm gonna say that I picked like hardy and unthreatening, but I'm gonna just pick something else. We can go to Dominique while I.
Okay. Yeah.
Duck the size of a horse.
On it.
Well, you set up your duck. Dire duck. I love it. Dominique, what are you doing?
I'm swimming back to the ship with my main gosh in my teeth. Gotta chase this monster off. And also, it'd be way easier to get to the shore when I'm on the ship rather than swimming the long way.
Yeah.
I was like, and I'm muttering, I'm like, Jesus, I mean, I get your shell. You couldn't even give me a lift back to the ship. I was just muttering as I'm swimming past.
Yeah, you make it to the ladder on the side, and like you're climbing up, and a hand reaches down.
The squid's down there. I gotta stab the squid some more. Like,
you're gonna go under the ship. Okay.
We gotta save the ship before I can.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought you were gonna get
we are heroes.
Or something. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with ship weapons.
Okay.
Sword fight people.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can absolutely just dive down under the ship then and go after this giant purple octopus with fangs.
But I don't hear like what was Emeria doing? You're obviously using your steed.
So that works only on dire ducks as I was diving, and then reduck. That's helping me cut this thing down. Okay, so when I'm riding it, I can roll plus grace to fight, but that actually hurts me more than it helps me.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was an odd move choice. That's weird, right?
Uh,
Is that like off your playbook?
I'm just
It's up a different playbook.
gonna
Oh,
say
okay.
that the friend is there.
Well, it says you may, so it
I
doesn't.
like them having them there. I'm just gonna fight with Derry.
Yeah, it says you may, so it doesn't say you.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
Okay.
gonna. I'm just gonna say that it's there.
Yeah, it
and I'm fine
doesn't
with it. And I'm
say roll with. So.
It's a 5 plus 2. It's a 7. And I'm gonna stun the octopus. I'm gonna inflict that condition on it,
It's the
and
first
I'm gonna
one.
create a. What's that?
No, this is our first condition. I'm like, oh yeah, we didn't actually hurt the octopus yet.
No. Not mechanically. I mean, you did hurt it.
Yeah,
Narratively, it has one less tentacle, but it has plenty of tentacles, so that's probably. I mean, you could cut them up one at a time, or you could inflict a condition. I'm not sure these conditions really apply to an octopus.
I mean, I feel like angry and frightened.
Frightened works. Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
it
I
is.
want to make it hopeless.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
It
I'm
is
just kidding.
weirdly like it sees your bird friend. Is he? What's
Dire
your
duck.
dire duck? Yes. Okay. Yeah, and like it visibly shrinks away from this dire duck that is diving after it. Like it didn't seem scared of you at all before. It didn't seem scared of Dominique at all, but it is apparently terrified of your duck.
Like Animal Planet voice. Little known fact: dire duck is the only natural predator of the giant octopus. And I'm also going to create an opportunity for Dominique to like seal the deal on this thing.
Okay.
Totally. As backing up, I'll like swim up and grab my little, parrying dagger as I like try to stab down into one of its big yellow eyes. Like, get him. Allons-y, or whatever
Yeah.
the French word for is, get out of here.
Doesn't really say like what mechanically creating an opportunity does here.
Well, I think it's because this is based off a mask move. It's basically in masks, when like the NPCs take a condition, they immediately make a condition move, and then but like when you create an opportunity for the ally, it's basically like letting the players like do something before like the villains get to do more.
I see. Okay. Yeah, there's not really a condition. I mean, there's the clear condition move, but I don't think it's going to do any of those right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the book. I'm like, do they give you options for GM moves with these conditions on NPCs?
I haven't seen any. I may have missed them, but
there's examples, but nothing in regards to when the enemies take stuff.
Right. So I think for the purposes of this session, let's just say like treat it as a I guess not as a string, but as a like a +1.
Sure, I'll take it. Because I got a -2 right now, so rolling flat. But I rolled an 11 naturally.
Okay.
+1's pretty great. Even though, I mean, it's the same, but yay.
Yay, yes. Yeah, we do not roll damage in this game. I'm thinking of there's a lot of Dungeon World stuff in here, but that is not one of them.
It's a mixture of Mass, Dungeon World, and Monster Hearts.
But you get to choose
3, right?
3.
Inflict a condition, obviously. I don't know what I can take from them. Oh, take something from them, like maybe like I'll like as like we're flailing and thrashing, I like stab and like knock one of those giant fangs, and I've got like a big fang souvenir type thing.
I like it, yeah.
And what is like String sounds interesting, but like still not really sure. But that's what I want to go for. I want to take a string, getting a string on the opponent.
Okay. Let's see.
Even though there's like having strings on like a non-sentient monster doesn't really.
I mean, you can add one to your roll against them.
Yeah.
Or add or subtract one from any roll they make, which they're not actually making any.
Yeah, they don't make rolls.
But yeah, you could find out what it'll take to get them to do what you want. I think that makes, a non-sentient thing could still.
We should have made this thing sentient. It would have been way more interesting.
Yeah. I should have looked through this and thought about how that would go. Yeah. Okay. So
I'll take a string.
Okay.
Just because yeah,
you can use it against it. There are a few options that'll work. Excellent. So Emeria, what's up?
Well, I did not create an opportunity for an ally though, so, and you also get to choose one.
Oh, right. I mean, I think, like I said, actually, okay. Here's what happens. It's going to create an opportunity for an ally.
Dun dun dun.
As you're busy fighting it and dodging tentacles so that you can get in this nice, you stab it real good in the eye, but as you're escaping while it's flailing around and trying to, get you off of it, you see, again, that flash of silver. And it's big. It's not like a little fish. It's person sized or bigger, darting toward the front of the ship. And you're in the back under the rudder. And it's just skimming just under the wood of the bottom of the ship.
Well, that was your move, so.
Yep, that was that. No, that was.
Yeah.
That was it.
And who sees that?
You do.
Okay.
You can't you're busy fighting tentacles, but you do see it.
I can't really call out to you because I'm underwater. So.
Yeah. I mean, you neither of you can breathe underwater, right? So this is going to be a thing. You're going to have to surface before you can do anything about this other thing. Emeria, what's up?
I think I'm gonna point up and surface because we need to figure out. It's time to talk and say thank you and everything, and that's when I'm gonna find out about the fish thing, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. You surface and Valeria is there, kind of hanging off the side and reaches out a hand to you to help you back up, and asks you, "What's under there? What?" All I see is, what's down there? What's got our ship?
No, it was a big ugly octopus thing, but we got rid of it. Everything's fine now. We need to get Dominique back up here as well.
And you see another severed tentacle floats to the surface, and there's a gout of blood, and she looks at it. She's like, "Yep, octopus. Okay. We should probably did you get the rudder free? Because we need to get out of here."
Yeah, we should be good to go. I don't think anything else bad is gonna happen here.
And she yells up to the person, the tiller, "Okay, turn, go back to land." And the ship turns. Underwater. Okay. Sorry.
I think I just slapped my forehead and say, "Oh wait, we forgot about Dominique."
Yeah.
I was wondering. I'm like, yeah, no, we're good to go. What the fuck?
Dominique is still fighting tentacles and running out of air down there, but it's fine.
Jeez, couldn't even use your dire duck to get me out of there by defying danger.
I mean, I'm certainly gonna do that now.
Okay.
I think I hop on Friend's back and I say, "Friend, to the rescue!" And I just sweep down to try to collect Dominique and get her back on the ship.
Well, we've already established that it is afraid of dire ducks. And it's also angry, but I think its fear of dire ducks is pretty overwhelming. So it lets go of the ship and you see this big cloud of black ink just
there we go.
completely blinded.
Right? That'll make it super dangerous for us.
You can't see a thing, but you're not currently being strangled by tentacles, so that's good.
So I guess you don't even have to defy danger to get out of there.
No, it's leaving.
I mean, being not able to see while underwater is dangerous. You don't know which way is up, so you could drown.
That is true. I mean,
I don't know.
or you could not be able to find your way out from under the ship. I guess that's the danger here.
I don't know how ducks work when they go underwater. So, do they know which way is up?
I mean, I think they can find their way up pretty easily. But again, you're under a ship, so
yeah,
that could be a problem. So how do you get out of here?
Yeah.
I was thinking I would just rescue her.
Yeah, but how do you navigate through the black ink? I think
you can't see her.
I have to find her first. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, the power of love?
I mean, strings kind of are the power of love or hate, or it depends on how you got them.
Looking at the options, it's powering through, enduring, or feats of prowess. Swiftness or elegance, guiding friend through it quickly. Urge or principle might not make sense. Cleverness or knowledge could probably be, worked in. Spiritual purity or prowess, that I'm not as sure about. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna go with wit and say that I get friend to use their powerful wings to make a current that's gonna blow the ink away, and then I'm gonna find you and you're just gonna snatch you right out of the water.
Oh, that is wit for sure. Yeah.
Which I have -1 for, so we'll see how it goes. All right, natural 10, so it's a 9.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And I'll spend a string to help you, just so the GM doesn't have to think of another complication.
I was gonna say I'm running out of complications here. This hang gliding contest got real complicated real fast.
You're damn right.
It just keeps escalating.
Yep.
That's a PBTA game at its best.
Sure is.
Oh, that's why I'm making a dice clip PBTA hack. I can't take the randomness in PBTA anymore. Yeah, rescue.
Yeah. So you were both you both surface. Dominique, you're gasping for air, but you're alive, and
it's about time.
Yeah. And friends can get you both onto that ship.
See that silver thing?
Except that, you, Emeria, you notice that friend seems distracted by something in the water.
Yeah, and I think I say, wait, what silver thing? And
there was this really fast silver thing. It was our size, person, swimming real fast. It was moving towards the bow, or was it the stern?
The bow.
Okay, the bow of the ship. Then the octopus followed it towards the ship. So the first time.
Wait, do you think there's another danger here?
Huh?
You think there's another danger here?
I mean, I don't know about danger, but it's something.
And
we should
just
check
because
it
this
out.
Is, after all, thirsty sword lesbians, I'm gonna offer emotional support again.
Oh.
And I'm gonna just as we're flying out of the water,
sitting in front of you.
Oh yeah, please.
That's the more intimate.
I think I'm way taller than you, because that's for the fan fiction writers who go crazy about that. And then I just place my chin above your head and I say, "Hey, are you okay? That was pretty scary."
Yeah, I've got like some like cuts along the arms and probably around like the
Got
midsection.
a lot of big round marks from like the suckers, and plus you almost drowned. So yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably a bit shaken by that.
No. Was I supposed to suffer when I took the condition?
Oh, were you?
It says when you
That's
suffer a
right.
staggering physical or emotional blow, choose an option from the blow based on the number of conditions marked.
Okay, so I guess that's not when you suffer a condition, but that is
But it would have made sense though,
it
right?
would have, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, 0 to 3, so I'll choose. As always, rip. So, those were damaged and nearly indecent because that's my thing. Yeah. Additionally, any PC who becomes smitten with you during the remainder of the scene may mark XP. And then my 0 to 3 condition choice will be, at the time, I'll grin and bear the blow and just mark as an extra condition. So because we're after the fact, so I'm gonna just
Yeah. You already grinned and bore the blow.
so
And
also insecure.
those tentacles definitely ripped your clothes a lot.
Yeah.
They're just kind of shredded, and
Yeah. There's some like there's some cuts and blood, of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is a big turnoff for Emeria. I doubt she's phased by that.
Also, she is wet. Like I know we don't angle for it, but we end up like in point territory so fast. It's like we had mud last time, and this time we had tentacles.
I mean, the game is called Thirsty Sword Lesbians, so
It is.
it's kind of designed for it.
Although, like, no, I actually I'm not the one who introduced the mud, so
No, that was all Emeria.
yep.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you're resting. Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm that was unexpected. That was pretty harrowing. Not used to fighting underwater. It's much more difficult. I don't have gills. Way it's
Well,
it was
try to
frightening.
avoid fighting underwater with giant monsters again. Okay. I don't want to lose you.
I try not to chase the monsters. They just happen. But let's see. Oh yeah, you got to roll.
Yeah. You can roll plus
Or
heart.
soul. If you spin a string, add 3.
Yeah. And you can spend a string at 3. Oh, good.
I got a 9. It's on the other page.
Okay. Cool.
9.
Well, here's the question. It sounded like you were opening up.
That was my goal. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the hit? Oh, 7 or 9. It's on the next page. Duh.
That's
literally what Luiz said. They gain the benefits above if they open up, providing the sport is mostly taxing for you. You do not get to choose from the list or gain a string.
Okay. Which means that, Dominique, you get to choose one. You can clear a condition, mark XP, or take +1 forward.
All right. Let's see. And do the conditions still count if they're smitten? I don't think or after last time, I think there was that thing. I'm like, we are no longer smitten.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Dominique's pretty fickle, so.
True. And I am pretty indecent. And you can always get that XP. So.
Well, it would be
So 7 and 9,
Dominique.
they gain the benefits above if they open up to you. Is the benefits the things if they're smitten or if you are smitten?
Yes. Well, no. The benefits are the 10 plus benefits.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. It would be good if that 7 to 9 was above the smitten section.
Yeah, it's layout. So do I choose one?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird though, because on a 10 plus, if they open up to you, they choose one from below, and you choose one.
Right.
7 to 9, they gain the benefits above if they open up. Okay, the difference is I choose one, but you don't get to choose one or gain it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll clear a condition because I'm in pain. And I am not as frightened anymore in your arms. It's much better when I
Power of love.
Well, the power of lust.
The power of close proximity while being wet and poorly clothed.
Sadly, I know you, so I can't trigger lust at first sight. So
the ship is headed toward, and it's not like headed straight toward land because that's just where the cliffs are. It's got to go around to the dock.
didn't you say like the duck was interested in something?
Yes. The duck is interested. The duck like keeps swimming kind of alongside the ship and like kind of poking its head down. It's not diving under because it's got you guys on it, and it's trained to not randomly dive with people on its back.
See,
But it's clearly interested in something under
I
that
like
ship.
looking back over my shoulder. Should we check it out?
I mean, it could be important, or it could just be a very tasteful fish. So I don't know.
No, I mean, when has curiosity ever hurt anyone?
Sure, let's do it. I hope you got your breath back, because friend likes to dive for a while.
Well.
Yeah, I think. What do you roll though? I think it's pretty much got to be defy danger unless there's
Is there
there's no readasitch.
Yeah, there we go. There's no readasitch.
So it's defy danger with
Is it defying danger? Well, I guess you're the determining factor of whether or not we're in danger. Like otherwise, I think it's like in most PBTA games. If we're not triggering a move, you just get to say what happens, and then you could throw danger at us. Then we definitely have to defy.
Yeah, you're right, and there's no danger in you're going to be able to dive under. So yeah, I think you can just do that. You dive under holding on to friend, and Bren just like as soon as they get underwater just like makes a beeline for the bow and stops like right under, like right where I do not know ship terms, but like right at the water line in the front of the ship. And
oh no, Luiz is gone.
Oh,
and he's back.
Yeah.
Hey, you're back.
I heard you into beeline.
Okay. Yes, friend with you two clinging on, just like goes straight for the bow of the ship and like goes under it and then comes up, and you're right. Seems to be aiming right for like where the water line is at the bow. Like I said, I do not know the term for that part of the ship. I think there is one, but it would be like right under the figurehead if the ship has one, and it probably does because it's that kind of story. It for sure has some really elaborate, cool one. But and just under that figurehead, you see what is like clearly like you only see like the bottom part of it at first, and then you come up and you realize that this is a mermaid who has some kind of weird tool made of glass, obsidian. It's a weird shell, and is drilling a hole in your ship.
I love her. I am now smitten with her.
Okay.
I got the move. Lust at first sight. I got to use it.
All
Get
right.
my undying love and give them a string on me. Lose my smitten status with anyone who has no strings on me. Take +1 forward to any act you think might impress your new interest. But you were saying?
Well, I mean, what do you do?
Well, she's drilling a hole into the ship, and I don't know if we're flying or like paddling or whatever, because like she's part underwater. So
You are underwater and you're like coming up from underwater because Friend just dove under the ship and then like is still underwater, but you are close enough that you can like kind of stand on Friend's back and get your head above water.
If you want to see what's inside, I could gladly help you get on board.
She just turns and looks at you for just 1 second and then just like throws that thing tool, some kind, she has in her hand at you.
Is it like one of the, it's just like, is it like a
I mean,
thing, or?
there's something, it's kind of spear-like, except that
Okay, so it is like an actual defy danger.
It can hurt you, yeah, it's defy danger.
Yeah. What's funnier? Because I think the funny thing is me just like trying to get it to the side, ignoring the fact that my friend is right behind me and she gets stabbed with it. Because I'm in love. I'm now
right. You're not
with the mermaid, and I've forgotten about Emeria. So yeah, that's what like I'm going for.
Okay.
Because lust is ridiculous. So sounds like swiftness or elegance.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
This isn't very elegant, but it is swift.
It's definitely not like heart or grace or heart or soul.
No.
Okay, so my grace is 1. And I rolled a 5 total. So this will be wonderful.
It whacks you like right on the forehead, knocks you back. Luckily, Emeria is behind you to catch you, but it like knocks you back into her arms, and you're like seeing stars and bleeding from the head. And as you're like recovering your senses, she's gone.
Oh.
Emeria, what's up?
Wow, she was really pretty. Oh, are you okay?
My God, she was a vision that I've. So it's not just this wound. You saw her too?
Yeah, I saw her. I also saw her. She was trying to drill a hole into the ship. That's the best thing to do to ships.
That's probably just a misunderstanding, I'm sure.
Oh yes, I often wander into the sea and try to drill holes into ships.
Well, are you part fish? Like, it's probably hard to climb a ladder when you only have upper body strength. Like, I mean, she swims with her tail fin, right? So the ladders are got to be a pain.
All right, you keep talking your fancy talk. I want to know more about why she was trying to mess with the ship.
Well, I don't know. She's not here to answer. I'm just conjecturing.
You and your big words, Dominique.
I'm just guessing.
You know who might know something? Arrow. And I've noticed that the wind is strangely non-cooperative today. That's on my daily dictionary words. And I want to have some words with them. And they know about everyone's business in the sea.
Oh, okay. I've got no problem going to someone to find out more about her. All right. What's the condition?
I mean, it's up to you.
I'm
It's a result of being hit in the head with a spear. So, I mean,
gonna say hopeless. Hopelessly in love.
Yeah.
That's what this game needs. More conditions aimed towards the theme of being a thirsty sword lesbian. Not angry fright. Like, I feel like smitten should be a condition.
It is kind of a condition.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a meta condition.
Yeah.
Has the spear sunk or is it floating nearby?
It has sunk. It's made out of like some kind of very hard substance.
Yeah, right.
I mean, let's retrieve it. I mean, it can't be that deep.
I mean, you know how deep it was. You were just
I was able to find your shell, and this is much bigger. So,
Yeah, I don't think it's the best idea to dive when you have a head injury.
well,
sharks.
that's why you and friend are guiding us.
All right, let's get you patched up, then we'll see about that spear.
You sure? I mean, I'll give you a string to just do it right now.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll offer the XP
It is.
thing.
Okay.
What are you afraid? Are you afraid? You think what? How do I phrase it? Let me try to think. Well, I bet you probably couldn't even find her if you tried. Is that what you're afraid of? You know, looking bad.
What?
I have
Of
faith
course
in you.
not. Oh, you don't think I can see through your deceit? That's also one of my daily words. That was one for yesterday. Dominique. Fine, you want to get the spear so bad. We're going to get the spear. Friend, you know what to do. And then it just like, no warning, dive into the water.
All right, get that XP.
Nice. I'm not going to make you defy danger again because I do not have another complication in mind right now. Yeah, you can just get it. There's no immediate danger. So you pick up this, like, it is basically a spear point that's kind of shaped to drill into, say, I don't know, the wooden side of a ship. And you have it.
We'll see. Now you can go show this to Errol. Maybe he'll be able to tell more about her.
Yeah, sure.
Just saying, evidence is very useful.
You know what's useful? Threatening people so they give you information. Let's go.
I mean, that's not really that useful. They'll just tell you anything, and then you're left with what? Possibly mistruths.
And then I can come back and just hit them in the head again and ask them to give me the right information. We can do this all day.
Yeah, but I mean, some people sure, but she lives in the ocean. It's much bigger.
I mean, how big can it be? I think that's just like a good cutting off point.
Yeah. I think we cut that scene as you're arguing over like just meaningless things. I think, are you just like kind of already headed toward the tower at this point and just arguing the whole way there while riding on the back of a duck?
I mean, if Dominique doesn't want to do anything else, I think we can chalk it up to continuity mistake that when we arrive there, Dominique has her clothes on again.
It's just like, having to like
Tying
readjust things, tying it better.
Yeah. That's actually a good time for a break.
How many minutes?
Say 9:20. Or
all right.
What's 9:20 my time? I don't know. 20 after whatever the hour is for you.
Okay. See ya.
Yeah. So, I have a question. We all live on an island. It's the Lesbian Republic. There are other islands not that far away. What are they like?
How many islands are we talking here?
I don't know. Let's say what is the closest island like?
We have so many options to pick from.
Well, okay. How about I guess start with
So, I guess there's a good question. You're the outsider, right? Or the
Yeah.
beast? Yeah. Where are you from? Because that like, does that mean you're not originally from Lesbian Republic?
No, I'm from Feather Death Island, an island ruled by giants and very angry birds. No affiliation with the game.
Okay, cool, cool. So like, I guess like once closest island would be well, no, not that. That'd be pretty far.
I'm feeling kind of magical, so maybe something with crystals or dragons.
yeah. Uh, does does your republic kind of are they like allies or rivals, or do you get along with them over there on Dragon Crystal Island?
I feel like we don't pirate them because that would be a bad idea. Especially they have dragons
Yeah.
and like they're our neighbors. So
Mhm.
like we mostly pirate like, actual big government places, from much further away. So, I mean, I figured there's got to be a navy that if there's pirates, there are governments that hunt pirates.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask who you pirated. But yeah, maybe there are two bigger countries like that have to pass through this island chain, and all of the islands have different kinds of pirates.
Yeah,
So it,
pirates aren't like actually united.
no, no, like yeah, you're
And like whether or not we're actually, like, I mean, Dominique mostly just lives on the island with all the pirates because it's a
mhm.
very nice place. Uh, and she'll like ride with them, I guess, because it's the pretty much the only transportation out of here. So.
Right. Gotta hitch a ride with the pirates.
Pirate by proxy.
Yeah. So like you have definitely heard then that um the pickings have been really slim lately for pirates. Like there have been ships passing through, but they have all been extremely fast. They don't look fast. It's weird, but like they the pirate ships, which are meant to be fast and catch up with these merchant ships, are not able to keep up with them lately.
Smells like wind magic.
Yeah, could be.
Or maybe water magic.
Well, sounds like, I mean, we're already going to the right person as it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But, we're
Wind man.
passing Dragon Crystal Island. Is that it?
Huh?
We're passing Dragon Crystal Island. Is that it?
Um. Yeah, you're passing by it and you see like I don't know what's it like. I'm picturing a volcano in the middle because I mean dragons.
Of
Let's
course.
just go all out here.
Well, if you're gonna give me like free reign on world building, then you're gonna get some. I
Yeah,
think
tell me
they're
about
they
that.
all. I'm thinking, you know how to train your dragon too, the dragon cave,
Yes. Yeah.
something like that. But not the dragons aren't so colorful. I think we only have like one or two types of dragon. But it's very pretty.
Very cool. So what are the dragon pirates like? I mean, you run into them frequently and you see them all the time in the air. Uh, are these people that you want to stay out of their way, or like are you friends with some of them?
Mm, I'm gonna make a decision here that birds and dragons don't get along. So I think
Okay.
Emeria dislikes them on principle. I don't know how Dominique feels.
I mean, I don't want to get in their way. There are dragons. They breathe fire or whatever. I don't know. It's they're very big. I'm not really into them, so like, and so they're there.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't wasn't insinuating you were into the dragons. I mean, like the people who ride them and are are also
Oh.
pirates.
I took it to understand that it was just a bunch of dragons that live there.
Oh no, there's definitely people.
Okay.
Just a different pirate culture.
Oh, I don't like them then.
Okay.
I'm like, that's unfair.
Right, they get dragons, and you get, well, Emeria gets a dare duck, so.
Pirates that come from the sky, that's cheating. You get down on the water like the rest of us. If you want to ride a whale, fine.
Fight fair.
Be a whale rider, no problem.
Does your island have whale riders? Can't talk
I mean,
about
our island doesn't. That's probably
that's a different island.
further west.
Okay. Good to know.
Wherever the New Zealand area is of our world. Southwest or southeast, depending upon where you are.
Sounds good.
You don't want to mess with them, though. Well, you don't want to get in a naval battle with them because they ride whales.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And you don't want to get an aerial battle with the dragon riders. You all are really good at the surface of the water, but
Yeah, like
you go underwater, and we've seen that things tend to get difficult.
yeah, bunch of cheaters.
Cool. So, Phantom Whale. Yeah, so I guess is your riding friend, is friend flying or swimming?
Friend's also not the best pirating
I
vessel
like the little.
by himself.
No.
I don't think he could withstand a cannonball.
No.
No, it truly can. But I liked a little bit. I heard that I'm writing friend, and then what else?
Oh, is friend flying or swimming?
I'm gonna say we were flying since it's faster, but I'm gonna move to swim because we're passing by this island. I don't think they take kindly to other people flying on their territory.
They get restricted airspace.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing. They have people with glowing crystals that go like this and like this to make sure that everyone's landing right.
Yep. They definitely don't randomly hang glide off cliffs and land on ships here. They regulate their dragon air traffic.
So boring.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not actually sure where I was going with that. Except it might come in handy later. I don't know. So you like swim past this island, make this kind of like, nice wide circle around it. You notice that like a lot of their ships are well, not a lot of their ships are there. Like usually some of their fleet's there, some aren't, and but like apparently they're all out now. But there are people on dragons, so like it's not uninhabited right now or anything.
But it seems like they've mobilized like the entire fleet or most of it.
Yeah.
We got other things to deal with.
Yeah, this definitely doesn't concern you at all.
Figuring out who owns that spear you got.
But you make it past, and like because you're not flying, they don't bother you. They don't really like. You're not a merchant ship. You're not flying. Those are the two things that these dragon riders are concerned about. So you get past pretty easily, and take off again with that like that. Dominique, that's really interesting to like hang on to this duck as a duck takes off, because they do that like run across the water and flap and then finally take off. It's a bumpy ride. You definitely need to hang on to Emeria very tightly.
Well, she's got me, so.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. But you find yourselves soaring toward this tower. And Emeria, I believe you said you had never actually been in the tower or like spoken to Errol. So
Yeah, just like them on principle.
right. So yours like kind of come in and you can see the window that you normally see Errol standing outside of on a little balcony. And you probably got enough room to land on that balcony.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, friend comes in and like just sort of perches precariously on the railing, which creaks a little bit, but you can get off. And yeah,
All right. Who's this guy?
Errol is the.
No, I'm asking Emeria.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, not a guy, but it's this weird wind mage person that keeps like they just stay here all day long messing with the wind. And I've watched them from afar for a while, and I kind of like dislike them, but I'm also can't stop thinking about them. I think I might want to take them to dinner or have them for dinner. I'm not sure.
So, why are we here?
Because the wind is weird, I told you.
Yeah,
And
but
because they know everybody's business.
oh, because they know everyone's business, so they'd know about the mermaid.
Yeah, most likely.
Because that's why we came here, right? Originally, before we figured out the wind stuff.
No, the wind stuff happened back at the bay. It was just
Oh, it
two
did?
things happened at the same time. I hate when that happens.
Okay. All right. Well, hello.
Yo, Arrow! Are you home?
You still don't see Errol, but the window opens.
Oh.
There's nobody standing on their side of it. It just opens.
Oh boy.
Knock, knock, knock. I'm knocking. If this window stays open, I'm gonna come in.
Window stays open.
All right.
I think
I don't like this sorcery stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Emeria, like any barbarian worth her salt, doesn't like magic. So she's wary as well. We're really missing our spooky witch here. She just draws her oversized sword and she says, yeah, I don't like this either. If this is some weird wind magic thing, I'm gonna get you for it.
Not the best. Emeria, you really shouldn't threaten someone in their own home. It's just bad form.
But people are usually else are you gonna threaten them?
Outside their home.
You just wait at their front door until they leave.
I mean, especially if you. All right, well, we'll deal with whatever happens when we meet them. I do not draw my swords because I'm not rude.
Do you go in?
Yeah, totally. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
There's no question of do I.
As you climb.
There's no question of how do I.
Into the window, another blast of wind comes up, and do I want you to both? Yeah, go ahead and roll defy danger, probably daring.
Well, what's happening?
A big blast of wind is like pushing you back onto the balcony, and it's gonna like push you right over the edge. If you don't. I mean, it's water down there, but it's a long way down.
Let's see. Well, all right. So I roll flat no matter what. Well, if it's daring.
If we're both rolling, I got a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, power if it was daring.
I mean, unless there's another way you want to do it.
Nope. I got a 4.
Oh boy.
No.
Get that XP.
Yeah. That wind just picks you up and lifts you, and you're like over the railing and probably like trying to reach for it, trying to catch for it. And
I blame you.
and then it just like
Is
it doesn't stop.
Free to advance in the short.
You stop.
What? Oh, this is.
You're just hovering,
magic.
just out of reach of this balcony. Like you can't reach it to pull yourself back on, but also you're not falling.
Flailing midair.
Emeria, I think you managed to catch hold of the window frame and are just kind of like stretched, like you're holding onto it with one arm and you're like being buffeted, but you're still hanging on. And yes, 3 XP is enough to advance in this. And as you're like, trying to hang on, Errol appears, in the doorway of the room in front of you. And just like kind of quietly comes forward and looks at you, kind of leans out the other side of the window, looks out, sees Dominique, looks down, sees friend, like just kind of floating on the water below, probably diving for fish, and looks around, and then that wind kind of reverses and settles Dominique back on the balcony and stops. And Errol is standing in the window. And you're like, sorry, I had to make sure I wasn't under attack.
Oh, that's okay. That's a good instinct.
Sheath. I mean, you opened the door for us.
That just makes it easier. It like concentrates you in the window.
Jesus, I called out.
Yeah, you just yelled, "Yo, Errol!"
I said, if you leave the door open, I'm taking that as consent to enter.
Well, whatever. I see that you're. Well, leave your sword on the balcony, and you can come in.
How about I just bind it? Like a proper swordsman?
They nod after a while. That's acceptable. Emeria.
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
Errol's voice sounds like they have a very soft voice, not what you would think of. Like, I don't know, you probably, at least I would think of a windmancer as having kind of a loud, booming voice, to be heard over the wind. And Errol does not have that. But at the same time, there's something a little familiar about it.
Oh, don't do this to me, Bethany. Oh, I love it. I think I have a move called Shameless that I can say what I want from an NPC to ask a question and give them a string.
Sure.
And I'm going to use that along with Figure Out. So I get many questions. So I'm going to roll plus with. I'm just going to say, hey, Arrow, we were wondering if you're sabotaging all the ships because the wind has been weird and I'm suspicious of you.
Dominique's just looking like, wow. There's no tact.
That's what Shameless. You gain a string. Give them a string on you in order to ask a question from the Figure Out move. Okay.
Yeah.
They're looking at you very intently. They're barely looking at Dominique, in spite of Dominique having been the one who was talking mostly. They're watching you, and they nod. Say, well, I'm the only wind mage around here. And then they reach out and touch that shell around. Did you put it back around your neck, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just reach out and touch it a little with one finger, very gentle. And then they look down a little bit, and then they look up again and say, "Do you really not recognize me, Emeria?"
Oh boy. And I think you see, like, as soon as they touch the necklace, that Emeria just goes wide-eyed, and she says, "No, no, but you're not a mage. Kalinda wasn't a mage. They were a songstress.
What's the difference?
What? It's a whole thing.
I mean, it's
One is like an art form, the other."
still magic. I'm gonna try to understand the situation.
Okay.
I guess Errol makes the most sense to try to figure out. Like,
Okay.
what's
Yeah.
going on here? And what is my wit? I think it's negative. Come on. Yeah, -1, baby. Yeah.
We have almost the same stats. We're terrible at investigation.
So I got a 9 total.
9. Okay. Let's figure out a person.
Soul. I have 0 soul.
You ask 2, they ask 1.
What are your feelings towards Emeria?
Yeah, they are clearly I mean love would not be an exaggeration, I don't think. Definitely they are smitten with Emeria.
Oh. Hmm. What do you love most?
Freedom.
All right. All right.
And let's see. They ask 1. They want to know how they could get you to help them.
Well, ask, really, I guess.
I mean, you're an adrenaline junkie. As long as it's scary enough, you'll help, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, offer me, present a challenge.
Okay. Yeah. They're like, they kind of, look away from Emeria just long enough to answer, I guess you're not, are you asking the questions or are you just kind of observing?
I think it's mostly just like the observing thing. And I'm like, all right, I can tell the smitten with the eyes and glance, touch.
You know what smitten looks like. You've seen it a lot.
Like looking around, it's like, okay, for the freedom thing. And I get that, not being under anyone's thumb.
Yeah.
Being able to come and go as you please.
Emeria, they don't look anything at all like Kalinda. The only thing familiar is the voice, and then only like their voice is a lot like Kalinda's was when she was talking to you and didn't want anyone around her to hear. And go ahead.
I think Emeria doesn't know what to trust, because this is a wind mage. Magic can do all sorts of crazy things. They're not to be trusted. So she takes off the flute necklace and she hands it over, just shoves it into Errol's chest and says, "If you're really Kalinda, then play this for me. Play our song, and then I'll know that I can trust you."
Nice. Yes, that is. And they do it, and it is that
move.
It's yeah. I don't think it is, but is it a move?
God, the influence with a string. I don't know. Parlay.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it would work unless there's a.
Yeah, there's no move. Yeah.
Influence with a string could maybe.
It's just a dramatic moment, I think.
I know, but that's what the moves are there for.
That is true.
Dramatic moments.
I mean, it's not entice.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was.
It might be figure out a person.
So am I rolling figure out a person?
Yeah. See what you learned from this.
All right, but it could go very downhill because I have -1.
That's
But
the
I do
beauty.
get a 9.
9. Okay.
It's the
Yeah.
beauty of these games.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, I couldn't think of a move that applied, but this figure out a person works. Yeah, you ask 2, they ask 1.
Or Defy Danger could have also
Alright.
worked
Hmm.
with soul or heart.
What do you hope to get from whatever weird magic shenanigans they're pulling with the whole wind thing?
The wind thing?
Yeah, I'm assuming they're responsible.
Well, I'm hoping they let me go. And even if they don't, I'm trapped here.
Oh, that's so sad. And let me see another question. How could I get you to break free? I don't know if that's subverting the intent of the question.
I think this is where they kind of explain what's going on. Even when I saw you, I'm sorry that wasn't my real body, but the only way I could escape, that there was a loophole in the curse that I had to stay here, but if I became someone else, I could get free. And so I became Colinda. And I sang the way, well, you know, the way this shell does when the wind goes through it. And I'm sorry, I never meant to fool you. I became Colinda. I wasn't really lying. But then they caught up with me and I had to leave. And they caught me anyway. And here I am, and they redid the curse. The loophole is closed. No matter what I turn into, I can't leave.
Who were they?
The king's wizards from, we never settled on a name for the country that has the navy, did we?
Heteronormia, right?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Just, the king on the mainland. I suppose he got tired of dealing with pirates, so thought he had somebody here to control the wind. Wouldn't be an issue.
What? Who do I have to kill to lift this curse? You're not supposed to be trapped like this.
There's a wizard that, I mean, I suppose killing them would work.
Then say no more. I shall have his head on your windowsill by the end of the day.
You would do that for me.
Yes, I would do anything for you. The only reason I even left it my
she has no qualms about killing someone she doesn't like.
Yeah.
And I have no problem helping her. I mean, he sounds like he's enslaving you, and I'm not on board with none of it. No right-thinking person is on board with that.
Errol throws their arms around you, Emeria, and kisses you on the cheek, and is just. I don't know that they believe you can do this, but they are very touched that you're going to try. I say, well, don't get killed, don't get hurt, but if you can do this, I'd be grateful forever.
And you will come to live with me in Lesbian Republican Island?
Yeah, that's home. That's where I was born. I would love to.
Oh, what a twist. Then it's settled. We're gonna slay the wizard. And we're gonna get you free. And then we're gonna have a talk about the whole magic thing because I'm still not comfortable about that.
I do not think they are going to stop doing magic.
We can talk about that once we kill another magic user.
They kind of touch that shell again. Can I see that for just a moment? Oh wait, no, you gave it to him.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So in that case, they take it and they play another tune. It's one you've never heard before, and then they hand it to you, and they say, "It's the only spell I can put on it right now. But play it, and maybe it'll offer some protection."
I'm looking at Emeria. I'm like, are you gonna play a magic spell?
The only protection I need is the knowledge that you're waiting for me to come back safe. I'm so smooth.
Oh, sorry. Errol, what can you tell us about the owner of this?
I wondered when you were getting this.
Also important. Very important. So incredibly important.
Yeah, they pick it up and this is volcanic glass. It probably comes from the volcano on the Dragon Island.
How would a mermaid have gotten that?
Well, she could have found it.
Can you do a spell to help, educate me on this specific mermaid's name? It's very important that I return this.
I can try. It'll take a while.
Well, we have a while to. We have time to kill by going to kill someone else. So, yeah. Where's this guy live?
That is an excellent question. Where would a wizard live? This is the king's advisor, or he works for the king, so probably not in a cave somewhere. If you were a wizard and you got paid really well, you'd probably have your own private island, right?
Makes sense.
Just offshore from the mainland, not out here in the end of the archipelago, like the Lesbian Republic and this tower and the Dragon Island. But yeah, I think there's a little island just off the coast, and
we're gonna need a boat.
You know who has a boat? Valeria. And you know who owes you for saving her life?
She does. That's right.
Yeah, I think Emeria says, "All right, friend can carry us all the way out there. You need to find us a boat, pirate lady."
I'm not a pirate.
You dress like a pirate, you hang out with pirates, and you steal things from people who own them.
You hang out with pirates too. You also dress like some pirates.
What? I barely dress at all.
Yeah, like some pirates.
Okay, we're just gonna go in circles with this. We have the discussion every other day.
Yeah, not a pirate. I am a swordswoman. There is a difference.
So
I am a mercenary.
Mercenary, yeah.
Except, I don't really take... I do it for the adventure.
You kill people for fun.
And I don't even kill that many people. I mostly just humiliate them in the art of swordplay. Anyway, yeah. No, we can get a boat, I'm sure. I've got plenty of friends. So many friends. As I go through to all of my exes and they all turn me down. It's this whole montage of getting rum, wine, other ales tossed in my face.
Yep.
Where I finally begrudgingly go to Valeria.
It's like the sun the sun is setting at this point, and I'm like, so many friends.
So many friends. Good friends.
There's one where I'm in there in a while, and I'm like, she doesn't have a boat. She lost her boat.
Oh, then what were
As
you
I'm like
talking about for
tucking
so
in my
long?
blouse. Yeah, we were catching up. It's things.
You're such a talker.
I mean, yeah, this is how you maintain friendships. But I guess I go to finally meet up with Valeria.
Yeah, you know where to find Valeria.
Yeah, she's at the inn. She's at the pub.
Yeah, yep, as always. And she knows you're coming. Like, she just kind of
I mean, it's
you open the door, she looks at you and just grins. Took you long enough.
Yeah, well,
How many did I find you down?
I had a busy day, okay?
Yeah, I heard. But I do owe you one.
I know. I wanted to keep that, but now I can't. So, let's go.
All right, where are we going?
This address, this island.
431 island on the mainland. Yeah.
522 Boogie Woogie Archipelago.
Yeah. She said, well, no wonder they wouldn't take you. This is right up to the mainland. We're all wanted there.
I mean, come on, Valeria. We're wanted everywhere.
Yes, and we're doing this for love.
As I entice her.
Okay, yeah, roll that.
Do I have a negative on that right now? I don't know. I do. Yay.
Yeah, I might want to do something about those conditions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. So I have a -1 total. That still gives me an 8.
Cool.
Wait, I only have one string on her. Damn, not enough.
Well, they can either give you a string. Wait, actually, do you get
Enticed 7 or 9? They choose to either give you a string on them or choose one from the list below. Yeah, it's like the turn someone on for Monster Arts.
right? I mean, well, she knows what you want.
Yeah, the ride cannot be part of this. So
Right.
that's already owed. But like,
I mean, I think
promise something else.
I think so. I think like on the way there, she is totally going to give in desire into desire.
Nice.
Yep.
By the way, a note for the designer: we should really have a sex move in this game that also clears a condition.
That's a.
Yeah, like I mean, the playbook definitely needs sex moves. All right, let's see. Clear the condition at the end of the scene of you. I mean, am I hopeless? Yeah, I am hopeless.
You're hopeless and insecure.
Yep. So I lose yourself in escapism or pleasure when no, it's not really when I should be doing something important. Damn it.
We can make it when it should be something important.
We already said it's on the way over there. But let me look at my other playbook move. As it gets around. When you blow off steam via an intimate moment with someone new, you each mark XP or clear conditions. So
I think that counts.
Yeah, I can do that. I have a sex move, but not everyone does. So, which is all right. I'm no longer insecure.
Yeah, that's cured your insecurity. I mean, come on, you seduced Valeria, who is like your big rival, and would you thought would always be like too proud to, even admit that she found you attractive, but you were just that charming.
Mm-hmm. If you were supposed to keep watch on the ship and instead went into Valeria's cabin, that could count as hopeless because you should be watching the ship and then you're like getting busy, and then we could run into trouble.
I'm okay with this too. So
Okay.
I mean, it clears both of them.
yeah, especially when the captain of the ship is like, "Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, that's kind of what I
I'm
was.
out there." I was like, I'm like, all right, fuck it. I mean, you're the captain.
You're not up there, and she's not up there. Emeria is, and some of the crew are, but
But like, I was supposed to be on watch, so it's
yeah.
like,
So nobody sees when the Dragon Crystal Island ship approaches.
Oh, buddy. Do they
Pulls
attack
up
us?
alongside yours. And
they're supposed to be allies.
yeah, they're supposed to be allies, but like you're out here in a weird place, and they probably don't recognize you right away. Although I mean, you do have a flag. That's what they're gonna say. They didn't. What would somebody from the Lesbian Republic be doing out here? Clearly, we didn't expect them. We thought it was somebody else. And a cannonball just like whizzes right through one of the sails. And that's really like the first you notice them, because they had, any lights they had were extinguished, and nobody was paying attention. The crew on the deck was half asleep because it's dark, and this is the most boring trip ever. Emeria, a cannonball just shot through the sail. What do you do?
I scream. I say, "We're under attack! Get your fighting pants on!" And
Or any pants on.
Yeah. Get whatever sufficient amount of clothing you need to cover your intimates and get to fighting.
I feel attacked.
And I'm gonna go bird woman on them.
Cool.
Let's see. Oh no! Snake
boy.
eyes.
Oh boy. Okay. What happens?
Let's see.
I choose one and destroy something important or hurt someone I care about.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Okay.
The normal effects of a miss also apply.
Great.
I'm gonna choose that. I'm gonna ignore the next time I have to suffer. No, I love suffering. Do you have a condition? I don't have a condition. I'm gonna get an advantage.
Okay.
Get leverage or an opportunity with a monster. I'm gonna say that the Dragon Crystal people are monsters.
Yeah, we can consider them. The dragons certainly are.
I'm not gonna hurt anyone important. I'm gonna destroy the ship. We're gonna have to take over their ship if we want to get anywhere.
Commandeer ship, nice.
Nice. Okay, perfect. How do you do this? How do you destroy the ship?
The mast. You probably destroy the mast.
Yeah. I think I transform, and then there's just so much noise. And it's the night. Birds don't like getting bored of their night. I'm not a night bird. And I just start stretching around the deck. And then I just like bang a huge talon against one of the masts, and then another, and then it just starts crashing down. And then the ship is like,
and you probably get caught in all that rope and like just drag stuff down. Yeah. You just like, wreck the whole deck. People are diving into the water to get out of the way.
Did their job for them.
Yeah.
They just stop shooting because they're just sitting watching this like, okay, guess we don't have to waste the cannonballs.
Oh, that's my opportunity right there because they don't see me coming.
Right.
I'm just gonna go. I'm in animal form. They shot first. I don't have any qualms about slaughtering them, so I'm just gonna go super violent here.
Okay.
I remember our line. It's just gonna be like throwing people over the deck. I'm not gonna eviscerate anyone.
Okay. Yep. Well, roll fight.
All right. I'm pretty sure it's daring, and I get a 7.
7. Cool. You can choose 2, and your opponent will choose 1. And we're gonna say like the crew is your opponent, not an individual.
Right. Although I would very much like if they had like one person who's being played by an actual actor of notice, and there's like one.
Okay. That person will show up shortly.
Like,
all right.
many of our moves, right?
I'm gonna to create an opportunity for my dear friend Dominique, who I hope is getting dressed. And I'm gonna inflict a condition panicked on the crew. I want to get them as disorganized as possible.
Yeah, well, this chaos that was just on the other ship is suddenly on their ship, and now they're the ones diving into the water to get out of the way. And there's this, like, it's not a dragon, but it's like a dragon. What the hell? Flying through the darkness, hitting them with these massive talons. Yeah, they are panicked. While they are panicking, the scout with the dragon returns to their ship. And the dragon lands, like, and are you still flying, or have you, what are you doing exactly?
Whatever works best for you to hurt me.
Well, in that case, no, the dragon doesn't land. The dragon just like slams into you from above and like just hits you, and you hit the water. And you are in the water and with a condition now.
Right.
So that's suffering, right?
That's suffering.
My condition is going to be guilty. I think I see all the people jumping in the water as I crash down, and I see the damage that I made, and I'm going to suffer as well.
That's fair.
So what's your choice?
I'm going to hesitate or stagger. I just see the mess that I made, and it just breaks my bird woman stride.
Yeah. You
just linger in the water a little too long.
And as you're splashing around in the water, the dragon then like lands on Valeria's ship and starts breathing fire, and that ship is now on fire. Dominique, what do you want to do?
I'll rush out of Valeria's cabin, dressed enough. I don't need to describe it, but it's enough. Like the boots and gloves are on, of course, as is the whatever fresh blouse I grabbed.
As you come up on deck.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm like see the person on the dragon. I'm gonna rush up and leap up and just like do the whole run up the snout of the dragon to get into sword range with the rider of said dragon.
Oh yeah,
on guard as I lunge at them.
Yeah, they stand up to meet you, and as she does with a sword, the dragon takes off.
Oh, nice! This would be very dramatic.
You are fighting on a dragon's back over the ocean.
I see you're too afraid to face me on under stable ground. Unsurprising for the cowards of Dragon Crystal Island.
Would you rather stay on your ship and burn to death?
No, I have a move. It's called Heat of the Moment. When I taunt someone into a course of an action, roll plus daring.
That's just what she says, but yeah, you can totally.
Well, let's see. 4, 5, 6 total.
Yeah, mark XP.
All right, so
it clearly doesn't work.
Let's see. Is there a miss result on this thing?
No, there isn't. There's a 7 to 9 result, but there's no miss.
Writer. Playbook moves have miss results.
Yeah. Sorry.
But
you want to land, do you?
This is great. This is wonderful.
And she kind of gestures around like, we don't have any land handy, but there's some water right there. And she like has you backed up like almost onto the dragon's tail. And the dragon's tail is like lashing back and forth. There's no way you're going to be able to just balance on it. And like although you could try, or you could just dive off and like maybe hit the water with some amount of control.
No, I will defy this danger before me.
Okay.
And try to, if she's, trying to push me back, I'll try to use the momentum of the tail swinging about to somersault overhead.
Nice. You're a swashbuckler. This is what you do.
Yep. What stat is that?
I think that is that's got to be grace, right?
Sure. Well, let's see. Speed or swiftness, right?
Yeah.
Swiftness or elegance or feats of prowess.
Mm, yeah,
Your
could
call.
kind of be either. There's a lot of overlap there. Now this is prowess. This is what you do.
All right.
So
There's a 6, 7, 8.
okay.
So your favorite, the 7 or 9 result.
Yep. Lots of those tonight. So you're defying danger and choice or success at a cost. The only way you're gonna like stay on this dragon is to knock her off. You don't know how to fly a dragon.
I can learn on the job.
Okay. So you just knock her off?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if I can just do it that easily, sure.
I mean,
I wanted to fight her.
yeah, I mean you can you would fight her, but basically like the results of your fight, even if you get a 10, aren't gonna be like you make her control the dragon. They're gonna be you knock her off into the water and you
like,
are now stuck on this
defeated her.
dragon.
Yeah, that's what defeat looks like.
Yeah.
But I got plans. I got moves.
Okay, cool.
Playbook is all about sword fighting people. So,
Yep.
What's Emeria up to?
What is Emeria up to?
Emeria is seeing like this whole dragon fight thing going on because of course she is, because you always see the main character. And she just gets her head back in the game. I mean, she's here for a reason. She needs to get the wizard killed.
Right. And you can't get the wizard killed from the middle of the ocean.
No,
Or
you
Errol would
can't.
have done so.
Like, I see that the ship is burning. I see that there's no savaging it. So I just look at the other ship and I say, okay, there's a ship. I need to get somewhere. I'm going to get the people off the ship and then get the other people into the ship. So let's end this combat.
Okay.
You probably won't be able to, but you try.
How are you going to do that? I mean, you do have friend.
Oh,
I think.
yeah, friend is here. Yeah, I'm gonna whistle for friend again, and actually it's gonna be a bird screech for friend.
Of course.
And I'm just gonna do like a swipe of the deck, just like sweep in and keep throwing people out.
Would that be fight or defy danger? I think that's just going to be defy danger. The danger being that like they're going to stab friend or shoot you or something as you're doing this.
All right. 8 on the dice. I'm not sure what stat I'm using.
Daring.
Because I was very swift in this thing. Like it's just like lots of hit and
Okay,
run.
you're going for like just speed.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fair. Yeah.
All right. So for Grace, it's an 8.
Okay. Yeah. So you were just bargaining to use your lower stat. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, I'm a sucker like that. I just love being true to the rules.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are unfriend. You are knocking people off of the deck. You can do this hard choice or success at a cost. Right. While you're doing this, there are people trapped on your ship, in this fire, and you could send friend to go pick them up, but that would leave you alone and surrounded by all of very angry people with swords on the other ship. Are you still in bird form?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's probably maybe not a big deal. Also,
I think for 1 second.
okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I would say also you see Dominique fighting a dragon rider on the dragon's back. So there's kind of 3 things that need your attention right now.
Oh my God.
I'm fine.
It's hard. It's fine.
As Dominique tears on the back.
Because I mean, this is not just any crew on Valeria's ship. These are other fellow like lesbian republicans.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I look down at my necklace and I say, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kalinda / Arrow, but they're my family, and family always comes first. And I'm gonna try to rescue them, even if it's gonna cost us the trip.
Okay. So do you go or do you send friend? How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna do both because I also don't want to be alone with the people with the swords. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, wise decision.
Yeah.
Wise decision. Okay, so you just fly back to your ship, and are you trying to put out the fire or get them off of the ship, or?
To put it in nautical terms, I think that ship has sailed. I'm just gonna. I think they have lots of barrels of rum, and I'm just gonna take them out of the bottom deck and just throw them in the water so people have something to cling to.
Okay. Yeah, so you're just like you're throwing barrels over when everybody's screaming like "There's fire!" What do we do? What do we do? And you're just like throwing barrels over, and then eventually they realize what you're doing and jump into the water and escape the fire and are like holding on to the barrels.
I'm like bird screeching because I can't speak in this room. Like,
Yeah. There's a bird woman hurling barrels over the side of a burning ship.
I totally thought you could speak in that form. Whoops.
Yeah. So Dominique, what's up?
Oh, we are dueling atop the dragon.
On the dragon, yes.
Cling, clang, clang, clang. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I'm totally smitten with her.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My undying love. Give them a string on me.
Are you swearing your undying love as this fight is happening?
I've never encountered someone so good at balancing in such a precarious, other than myself, in such a precarious situation. You've definitely impressed me in that way, gorgeous.
Roll and dice.
No. That's just part of lust at first sight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still fighting her.
Right. Okay. I mean, you can fight and entice at the same time. That's a thing that can happen.
Yeah, but they're different moves. That's the problem.
Okay. So you're rolling.
Yeah, I take +1 forward to any act I think might impress my new interest.
I mean, beating her would impress her, yes. But
I don't think fighting in works. But I'm going for a fight because we are literally fighting. So
yeah. I mean, there are many things you could do right now, actually. This is what your moves are all about.
5, 6. Well, yep. I got a 6 again.
Right, and this was a fight roll, right?
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
I think you're the one going off of this dragon, then. You like. I think she does something. She does one of your own moves on you. Like
one way to get
clothes come loose suddenly, and I don't know if you're like impressed or if you're like mad because this is your thing. But either way, you're distracted, and she just takes a swipe at you. You take a step sideways. The sword misses, but you just slide right down off of that dragon and splash into the water with a condition.
All right. So is this suffering?
Well, tell me, is this...
I mean, I think that's the question for you. Like, okay. When do we suffer? I feel like it's a staggering blow, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is... Yeah, I think so.
So, yeah, clothes, of course, rip. Always. And I'll take the guilty condition. And then I have to choose one. I shout someone whose regard matters to you. Curse you, Dragon Rider! Get down here and face me like a proper woman. As I'm falling.
Great.
But yeah, as a part of the rip move, what is the rip move? Finally, let's see. The remainder of any scene, when you roll 10+ on any move against an NPC, you may declare they have become smitten with you. So
okay, cool. Roll 10 plus against an NPC. And additionally, any PC. Okay. Cool. So you're taunting her from the water.
As I was falling, yeah.
As you were falling. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah. You have boots, gloves, and like 2 strands of yarn left of your clothes at this point.
I keep getting new clothes, people. They just keep getting torn.
Yeah, you splash into that water and like you fell from pretty high up. So the wind is knocked out of you as you sink, and you see like some people from that other ship sinking too. And like you don't know if they're alive or not. I think for a moment you don't know if you're alive or not, but then you kind of figure out which way is up and head in that direction. And Emeria, what's up?
All right, so we managed to do the evacuating part. We need to do the boarding the other ship part.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go for the head of the serpent. I want to take out their leader to see if we can like solve this in one blow.
Okay. Yeah, so their captain has so far avoided being knocked off the ship, and is trying to yell instructions to their panicking crew. You probably could get to them pretty easily right now because, well, they're a little busy.
I think I'm gonna land right behind them. Oh wait, right in front of them.
Okay.
As the fire from the other ship lights me from one side. And I'm gonna like transform as I fall. And I'm just gonna pull out my sword, who was just there the entire time, and say, "Fight me, you coward! These people don't have to keep fighting each other. Let's do this, leader to leader."
Nice.
Valeria's like, "You're not my leader."
I don't think Valeria hears this, but if she did, she would have things to say about this. But yeah, you know what? She's unfazed by your dire duck because, you know, it's a non-fire-breathing dragon, right? She's used to seeing people riding giant flying creatures. So she just calmly draws her sword and steps towards you and like is going to duel you. And I mean, that is definitely a fight move.
All right.
Well, it's definitely a fight move if you, unless there's a specific other thing that you want to accomplish here.
Let me just see if I can have any moves that I can use. It's dawning on me ever so strongly that even though I love the dire duck, it's only for fictional positioning. This move makes no sense for my character. The whole point is that you get to use grace for fighting, and I have terrible grace.
It's fictionally interesting and colorful, at least.
Yeah. Do it for the flavor. Yeah, I'm just gonna fight her. I think I'm just gonna use Shameless just for the sake of it, to see if I can get an edge. Like as we're getting into fighting position, and I'm wielding my giant sword, I say, "I'm gonna take you down, steal your ship, and kill the wizard that cursed my girlfriend." And
So, yeah, I guess that's pretty blatantly what you want.
yeah.
You definitely told her what you want.
So you give her a string?
No, I got you asked a question from figure out.
Yeah, but you have to give them a string in order.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Just
She has a string on you.
Yeah, these strings will eventually maybe come back to haunt us.
You have given away a lot of strings.
Yeah, what can NPCs use strings for?
And that's, I mean, well, they can offer you XP to do a thing.
They can mess with our Rosa as well, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's true.
I'm gonna ask her, how can I get her to abandon ship? Or at least like stop attacking us and take us where we want to go.
I think you have already maybe not completely done it, but you've already taken a step toward that by mentioning the wizard who she like, blocks your swing and says, the wizard.
Yeah. Pointy head, duplicitous personality, long beard. That's what I'm assuming. I've never actually seen the guy.
So I've heard a wizard is responsible for the wind being all.
Oh, about that. Yeah. Related situation, not direct thing. It's just like, okay, so I met this girl and then she goes on the whole thing. And now I found out that they are a wind mage and they're being cursed by this wizard. So if we kill a wizard, then everything is solved. The wind will back to normal. I mean, who knows? We will probably get them to boost our ships rather than the merchant's ship.
Well, why didn't you say so? We could have avoided this whole gestures around your ship on fire and all the people swimming in the water. And like the dragon, whatever the flying version of limping through the air is.
You shot us first.
I mean, yeah, you
unknown ally.
We didn't know why you were out of here. Why would you? We didn't know who you were.
You see the flags.
We have the flag, and it's like the ship's sail is just the lesbian flag, and it's floating on the water.
Okay, I was gonna say, what is the flag?
That one flag that has the X in the middle, I love that one.
That's awesome. The big axe, that's very piratey and very lesbian. And she like yells for people to stop and like starts picking people up out of the water, and she is going to take you there.
All right. Maybe there is something to that talking thing after all, Dominique. I shout to the water.
Yeah, Dominique, what are you doing?
Dominique is just very annoyed with herself as she climbs onto this ship. It's like, this was a bad night. I mean, it's a mixture of good and bad.
Started out so well.
I was like, I guess like she's helping like Valeria up. I'm like, well, it wasn't all bad. But like, yeah, I guess I was just like, I didn't wait long enough to really get on top of things.
Yeah, so you were going to get to the Wizard's Island, and I think let's take a 5-minute break and then come back and have the final fight, and I think that'll be about it for the session.
Yeah.
If this were a longer campaign, there would definitely be drama involving that dragon rider you're smitten with and Valeria, but it's not. So you could just be on the island. I'm
not smitten with Valeria, and we already have this thing. So I feel like we're both trying to like. Once she figures out that I'm into her, it's probably like, all right, who's gonna on the journey?
Yeah. But yeah, you can just be on the island. And Luiz, since you enjoy describing islands, what does this wizard's house look like?
Oh boy, let's go. It has like.
I have an idea.
Oh, go for it.
It's Versailles. It is straight up like a Versailles. Oh. Like he's working for the king, so he is living in luxury. Or what is Versailles the palace, or was that the summer home? Whichever one the summer home was for the crazy rich King Louis.
It was Versailles, I think.
Okay, yeah. It is like he's got like all of the guards that like the Versailles would have.
So you get on this island expecting to see, I don't know, what would you expect a wizard to have, like,
like a stone tower that's always raining.
Yeah, or a crystal cave or something ridiculous like that. No, it's a palace. It's bigger than like the entire government building of the Lesbian Republic.
We don't really have a government.
Exactly. That's
we
why
we are Tortuga, so
Yeah.
like we don't really have a government.
like have kind of city councils, maybe.
Like, yeah, the pirate council might get together.
Right. Yeah. But usually they end up fighting each other.
Yeah.
So there's no building this big anywhere on your island.
Yeah, like,
And
if
it
all
takes
of the pirates were here, this would be Mecca to raid, but it's also very close to the mainland, so it's insanely dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, there is a heavily damaged ship of pirates who would be happy to do some raiding, but yeah, this
They
is
survive.
yeah. They're probably not gonna just like make a straight up assault on this place.
No, we gotta sneak in.
Yeah. Because that's what you're good at. You're so sneaky, Dominique.
I mean, I'm good at a lot of things.
I get the feeling sneaking is maybe not one of them. I don't know. Sneaking it'd probably be Grace. So maybe you would be good. So how do you sneak in or
No clue.
get in?
I mean, this game is not built for this.
Yeah. Any
I
ideas?
mean, very few games are, so
That's true.
or like PBTA ones.
Yeah.
I got no moves for it. And there's no basic moves for it.
Right. It's just like what is your general approach here to sneaking into this?
I mean, we gotta like swim in. Like we gotta like keep, we gotta stay on the horizon probably, or just beyond the horizon. Like we gotta go at night in like rowboats and then like ditch them somewhere and then try to swim the rest of it.
We could always seduce some guards.
Yeah, we just have to get there. Yeah, but totally.
Yeah, you have to get okay. So you can definitely take rowboats.
That's a interesting idea too.
I mean, you also have a duck.
What was that? The dire duck.
Yeah. And you might be able to convince the dragon rider to give you a lift.
Yeah, we could do like a small team of people on these two incredibly amazing fantasy creatures.
Oh, yeah. We could do a split assault type thing where like it'll be the distraction going up to like the main dock in like a rowboat, with someone like guards dressed up as, to put it like lightly, entertainment to help seduce and distract the guards, while the assault team is going the other way.
Okay. Yeah, I think you could do that. You have you have a duck, you have a dragon, and you have some of your better looking pirate friends in a rowboat.
Yeah, I'm sure we could make up costumes.
That is an amazing sentence, by the way.
One of them.
What was that, Luiz?
That's the highlight sentence right here. I'm gonna type it. You have a duck, you have a dragon, you have your better looking pirate friends on the rowboats. But I'm sorry, what were you saying?
You can swap clothes with one of them.
Yeah, we just gotta like get like raid whatever like is in the captain's cabin for like of all the clothes. I'm like, all right, this could work, not this. Cannot look like, pirates. We have to look like ladies or gentlemen of the night.
Yeah. So you end up, sure, you could totally do that. You have a rowboat full of people disguised as ladies and gentlemen of the night. They're not super convincing, but it's dark, and probably
I'm leading that side, and Emeria is leading the other side.
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
So Emeria, you have a duck and a dragon, and probably some pirates willing to help you.
Since we're kind of like short on time, can we just say like that we skim over the plan and just go straight to the word?
That's true. Yeah, good point. It is much later than I was thinking it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
We could just narrate the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, one of my, what is it, the wishes, which is mechanically, the danger moves are boring. Like, there's only 2 of them, and it's boring when we get into these action scenes.
Yeah, it's almost
There's not enough basic moves.
yeah, it's one of those games where like it could just kind of go on and on and on until somebody takes enough conditions.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what? We can just narrate. So you make your way through this palace and eventually find I mean, he's a wizard. He does have a tower. It's just in the middle of a palace.
Oh, the most ridiculous wizard.
Yeah,
Yes.
just like ridiculously elaborate tower.
It's a very fancy tower, but it's got like stained glass everywhere, like this dome with
With a big needle.
yeah, there we go. That's what it It's like really a lightning rod to, drop power for his spells. Yeah.
I think we kick in the door to his inner sanctum, and my sword is broken. Like, it just, a lot of stuff happened. I'm guessing Dominique is half naked again.
Totally. Yeah, like
yes.
went in there with the entertainment, doing what she needed to do, seducing and knocking out, dress getting torn all along the way.
Yep.
What does a wizard look like?
See, do I want to go like stereotypical wizard, or I mean, you know what? Wizards can change their shape. So this wizard,
I picture cannot remember the actor's name, but the main dude from Rogue One.
yeah, him. Yeah, I can't think of his name either. I could have thought of his name right before I tried to.
Diego Luna.
Diego Luna, yeah.
Oh no, he's hot.
Yeah. No, that's got to be the problem. You got to break stereotypes of wizards.
Right.
They can use magic to look good. I mean, they're wizards.
If you were a wizard, would you look like Dumbledore, or would you look like Diego Luna? Come on.
Yeah. I would look like Diego Luna every day of the week.
So that is totally what he looks like, except once you come in, he suddenly looks like Kalinda.
Oh no!
Jesus.
Oh, telenovela noises. Scandalo. I think that catches me off guard because I'm not good with telling magic from real things.
I don't know who it is, so.
Oh, Kalinda is
Dominique doesn't know what Kalinda looks like.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
this is the wizard?
I think I just freeze and I say, like, right before you stab her, Kalinda, what are you doing here? I thought, and
I'm like, what?
And then Dominique stabs her. Yeah. And I think like I mean, you catch her off guard because she was busy distracting, or he or they or we're distracting Emeria, being distracted by distracting Emeria, but like I don't think you get away without like some sort of electricity coming through your sword and like zapping you and throwing you halfway across.
Back.
Yeah. Electricity seems to be their thing, with that lightning rod. But they do shapeshift back. Back as far as Diego Luna, at least.
How dare you take the form of the person I love, you treacherous, evil little cockroach! And I just like bang him on the head with my broken sword until he's unconscious. And then I throw him off a tall place.
And then you went?
I throw him off a tall place, like a high place.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, there's that big stained glass window. I was just
Of
describing.
course.
You just throw him out that.
And for
Yeah, we'll have
proper-
scream.
proper drama, no body lands.
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah. There's no body, so
And
it's
we
like
don't know if it's because the dragon snatched it out of the air and ate it, or if like he grew wings and flew
magic
away.
away. I don't know.
You know, he's
The
not
curse
there.
is lifted for now.
Yep.
His beautiful red shoes disappear, and then his legs roll out inside.
No body is ever found of the wizard. No idea what happened to him. But
Was the curse lifted?
am I going to? You find well, you find his spell book. So the curse isn't lifted, but you have
The
his spell
ways.
book.
We have the means.
So I think you can you
Alright.
take it back to Errol, who can figure out how to lift the curse on themselves.
And then we have this whole season 2 thing where I keep coming back to the island to visit them while they're figuring out different spells, and it's a monster of the week kind of thing.
Yep. And like something else weird has happened, you know, from their spell experimentation every time you visit them as they're trying to figure out which one will undo the curse. Like meanwhile their tower has grown like tree trunks and branches, and like they have horns one time.
I watched the hell out of the show. What about the mermaid?
That is a good question.
That can be left in mystery for now.
Yeah, I think like they like give you a name, or they give you some piece of information that like sends Dominique off on a quest for season 2.
Yep.
And I think the pillage that we get from the Wizard's Palace forges a new bond of friendship between Dragon Crystal Island and the Lesbian Republic.
Yes.
Yeah, plus like, the winds aren't being affected anymore.
Yeah, and you helped each other out. I mean, after killing several people from both sides, but
I mean, look, these things happen.
Yep.
Such as life.
Mm-hmm. And like Dominique, you definitely like managed to seduce the dragon rider on the way back.
Of course.
Because obviously.
No, better yet, it ends up being her and Valeria because neither of us was able to win that bet. Or not really a bet. It was just like the unspoken challenge.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Because making it a bet is super gross.
Yeah. There's like there is a closing like shot right before we like flash forward to the tower where like Dominique is kind of sulking on the deck as Valeria and the dragon rider go below.
Love it.